Good morning, everyone. So let us start the class. Yesterday we started with the concept of data organization and distribution, right? So yesterday we started with data organization and distribution. Now listen very carefully. I told you very important concept. Now data organization we have completed. Data distribution we have started. Data distribution, I told how many types of distributions are there? Two. What is the first one? Discrete. Second is continuous. Recent two. ఇక్కడ చూడరా. Now I need complete silence when I'm teaching. Very important concept now. Now please note down the heading, discrete distribution. Now complete silence. Let us start the class. Very important concept. Ray, come back. Ray, Ram. తొందరగా ఎక్కువ మనకి కూసో. So let us continue the class now. Important concept. We started with discrete distribution, and discrete distribution may I have explained you two concepts. One is binomial distribution. Second one is Poisson distribution. I told you this is the very difficult concept. You can say the most difficult concept in our syllabus only. So listen very carefully. So when which type of data distribution will tell you, which type of data distribution will tell you whether you will get success or failure by using that data. Binomial distribution. Here I gave you example of Flipkart. Clear? Flipkart will analyze the data and then decide whether sales are going to happen in future or not. Madam, second bench lo కూర్చొని ముచ్చట్లు పెట్టద్దు. Now, మీరు కూడా పెడుతున్నారా? One more time I listen to that sound, I will leave the batch and go. I am telling you it's an important concept. One more time, anyone makes any sound in between the class, I'll leave the class and go, and I'm not going to come from tomorrow. I need complete silence when I'm teaching an important concept. Clear? You're going to become professionals, behave like professionals, not like animals. I know you are, but don't show everyone. Clear? Now, then we have Poisson distribution. Poisson distribution will tell you how many events occur during a particular period. Here I gave you example of Lakshaka, number of hours you conduct classes and number of classes which are conducted. These two we have completed. Now, third example, third type of distribution. Clear? Third type of distribution we have is geometric distribution. Geometric distribution. Clear? Third type we have is geometric distribution. Now, geometric distribution will tell you chance of first success. Clear? Chance of first success. Clear? Whenever you're performing any analysis on data, what are the chances that you're going to get success on that? That is called what? Geometric distribution. Like let us say for example, 20% is the pass percentage of those students who are writing both the groups. I'm assuming that 20%, clear? I'm assuming that 20% is a pass percentage of CMA Inter, right? Those who are writing both the groups. So if you're writing both the groups in your first attempt, what is the chance of success? 20%. Those who are writing only one group, chance of success is 15%. So this is called what? Geometric distribution. When you're giving your first attempt in your CMA Inter exams, what is the percentage that you're going to pass? That percentage is nothing but pass percentage of CMA Inter. This is called what? Geometric distribution. When you're doing an activity in your business, what is the chance that you're going to get success in the first time? First time, what is the guarantee that will pass? That is called what? Geometric distribution. Now, one more we have, that is hypergeometric. Clear? Hypergeometric. Clear? Hypergeometric distribution. Hypergeometric distribution. So hypergeometric distribution will tell you chance of number of successes. Number of successes. Clear? Chance of number of success. How many times you will get, what is the how many times you are going to succeed when you are analyzing your data? That is called what? Hypergeometric distribution. Like let us say for example, here let us say for example, first time when I analyze the data, I've got failure. I was unable to get the result what I wanted. Second time when I analyze my data, I got success. Third time when I analyze data, when Flipkart analyzed data for the third time to go for that sale, it got success. And fourth time when it analyzed the data for giving discounts, people still did not buy. It was a failure. So how many times you got success out of the total analysis? Two times. Two times success, two times failure. This is called what? Hypergeometric. In percentage, it is called as geometric. How much percentage? 50%. So what is the chance of success? 50%. That 50% is called what? Geometric distribution. Number of times success is called as hyper. So in numbers, hypergeometric. In percentages, geometric. Next. Then we have, clear? How many we have in the material? Can you just check? I think only 4 I've given, right? 4 I've given. 4 I've given under discrete distribution. Then we have continuous distribution. Again, little more difficult here. So be very careful. Continuous distribution. Here, continuous distribution. Continuous distribution. Clear? Now, continuous distribution may first one we have is normal distribution. Clear? Normal distribution. Clear? Normal distribution. Have you heard about standard deviation? Clear? This particular center point is called what? Mean. Here, if standard deviation is less, it means your value is near the mean or far away from the mean. If standard deviation is less, it means it is near the mean. Near the mean. And if standard deviation is more, it means you are near the mean or away from the mean. Away from the mean. Clear? I repeat. Standard deviation, clear? I repeat, in standard deviation, the center point is called as mean. If clear, if the result what you get is nearby the mean, like let us say this is the result what you got, this is the mean and this is the result. Are you nearby the mean or far away from the mean? Nearby the mean. This is called standard deviation is less or more. Like let us say for example you are here, this is the result, you are far away or nearby, you are far away from the mean. That it means far away from the mean means standard deviation is high. Like that is why what happens is, let us say for example, let us say I will compare my actual with expectations. Clear? Actual with expectations, and this is the average. Clear? Now I'm expecting, let us say for example, Maruti Suzuki Limited India, Maruti Suzuki India is expecting expecting you to sell, your showroom to sell, let us say 1,000 cars per month. Cars per month. Imagine that there are 4 showrooms in India. Imagine that there are 4 showrooms in India for Maruti. So showroom 1 may they are expecting 1,000 ka sales per month. Showroom 2 may they are expecting 2,000 sales per month. Clear? Next, showroom 3 may they are expecting 3,000 sales. Showroom 4 may they are expecting 2,000 sales. Clear? This is the sales figures. These are actuals or expectations? Expectations. These are the expectations. So how much is the total expected sales? 336, 8,000. Total expected is how much? 8,000. Now tell me what is the average? Average is 8,000 divided by 4 showrooms. That is 2,000 per month per showroom. So average sales is how much? So what is the mean here? What is the mean? Mean is 2000 cars on an average every showroom has to sell per month per showroom, correct? Now, in case if I am selling, let us say showroom 1 has sold 500 cars. Showroom 1 has sold 500 cars. Is it nearby the mean or very far away from the mean? Now, what do we mean by now when you are far away from the mean? It means the difference between the actual and difference between the expected is very high or very less? Very high. If the difference between the actual and expectations are very high, it means in simple words, are you performing or is your sales performance good or bad? Bad. So if in case in our case, if standard deviation is high, standard deviation is very high. Why? Average I expected how much? 2000. But what is the number of cars you sold? 500. Difference is how much? 1500. Very high difference or very less difference? Very less difference. So this variance, because of this, what happens? I will come to know that showroom 1 ka performance is good or bad. Showroom 1 ka performance is bad. Now showroom 2 ka again average sale should be 2000. Again average sale should be 2000. It sold 2500 cars. Do I need to perform standard deviation here? No. Why? Because it is obviously more than the average expected sales. Showroom 3 sold, let us say for example, 2750 cars. Again it is above the mean, no headache. But here it has sold 1850 cars. Showroom 4 has sold how many cars? 1850 cars. It is like actual and expected are very high or very less. What is the average expectation? 2000. How much I sold? Am I near by the mean or far away from the mean? Since I'm near by the mean, since I'm near by the mean, means my actuals are almost nearby my average expected sales. So is my company performing better than the other showrooms or worse than the other showrooms? Better than the other showrooms. So understood how distribution of data we see. Standard deviation you might have studied from statistics point of view. Same concept we analyze from business point of view. Understood how we use standard deviation from business point of view? Using this, we have to understand the types of distribution now. What is the first type of distribution? Normal distribution. Normal distribution will tell you how many times you are nearby the mean, how many times you are far away from the mean. Like let us say I will take monthly sales of showroom 1. I am taking the monthly sales of showroom 1. Sir, 8 months का sales are far away from the mean and 4 months ka sales are nearby the mean. It means how many times, according to you, out of 12 months, this showroom might have achieved the sales required? Only 4 times. How many times it has failed? 8 times. So what is the chance of success? 4 in 12. And what are the chances of failure? 8 in 12. So it means chances of failure are more in the showroom than compared to chances of success. So what will I do as Maruti? Will I send more cars to the showroom or less cars to the showroom? I will give more investment in the showroom or less investment in the showroom. In order to take such business decision, do I need to perform distribution? That is called as distribution, normal distribution. So what will normal distribution tell? It will tell us how many times we are nearby the mean, how many times we are far away from the mean. Clear? Using this analysis, business can decide where to invest more money, where to invest less money. If I'm nearby the mean, means my actuals are almost similar to my expectations, then invest more money in that business. If I'm far away from the mean, it means my actuals are far away from the mean, my actuals are very different from expectations. My expectations are very high, my actuals are very less. Do I need to invest in this type of showroom more? No. Invest less or close the business. Understood the concept of distribution? Now, so under normal distribution, note down. You want me to keep this example as it is? Once my classes are done, I will share the link of this with the in the group. I hope we have a Telegram group, right? Telegram group mein I will share the link after I finish, so that in case if you lose your notes, at least these examples and all you can see here. So what does normal distribution do? So normal distribution specifies frequency. Clear? Normal distribution specifies the frequency of data near the mean. Means how many times I'm near the mean. If many times I'm near the mean, it means my actuals and expectations, I'm almost able to meet my expectations. If I'm more far away from the mean, means I'm unable to meet my expectations. That is called which distribution? Normal distribution. Clear? Next. Then we have log normal distribution. Second one, log normal distribution. Log normal distribution. Clear? Log normal distribution. Now, sir, what exactly do we mean by log normal distribution? Sir, log normal distribution will take care of, clear, will take care of continuous variables, continuous random variables. Means if I want to continuously analyze my data randomly, like let us say, for example, in normal distribution, what we have done, all showrooms ka data I have analyzed with respect to standard deviation and compared whether I'm able to achieve my expected sales or I'm unable to achieve my expected sales. That is called what? That is called as normal distribution. But let us say, for example, income tax department. Let us take an example of income tax department. There is one person who files the returns or millions of people. There are at least 1 crore people out of, I repeat, out of the total population. I'm assuming that 1 crore. There are more than 1 crore. I'm assuming that 1 crore people are filing their income tax returns, including individuals, companies, HUF, everything. Now tell me, is it practically possible for income tax department to analyze each and every return to find whether any frauds have been done or not? No. So now what happens is that is why what happened is income tax department has developed a software. Once we upload our income tax return, what it will do, randomly it will select one income tax return. Let us say, for example, my return randomly they selected my return. Randomly, there is no such criteria. किसी को भी एक income tax return they have selected and they will analyze my income tax return in detail. What they'll do, they'll compare my income tax return with GST return. While comparing my income tax return with GST return, they found out that GST sales in my income tax return is 1 crore and GST return में my sales are 98 lakhs 56,000. Difference is small or huge, that is not a problem. Is there a difference between GST sales, what I have shown to income tax department and what I've given to GST department, same or different? See, 1 in 10 people do mistakes in filing their income tax returns. 1 in 10 people. So there might be huge number of people, but you think everyone will be selected or randomly someone will be selected? This time my name may pop up in the software. Next time some other person ka name may pop up in the software randomly. Random verification may they came to know that, okay, there is a problem here. Immediately what will I have? I will get 2 notices. One from income tax department, one from GST department. Both ko I should clarify where I have done mistake. If I have done mistake in GST return, income tax people will tell, okay, you leave, revise your GST return. If I've done a mistake in income tax return, then GST people will ignore me and income tax department ko I have to file revised returns. So how are they selecting here? They are selecting every person in a sequential order or randomly based on some criteria. What is that criteria on the basis of this selection happens? No one knows. If income tax department tells the criteria, we will make sure that we don't fall in that criteria. Understood? So log normal distribution may everyone is selected for analyzing the data or randomly some data I will select. Randomly some data I will select. So auditing started. Achha, auditing ho gaya na? Auditing, I don't know whether you have this standard or not. SA 530, do you have? What is that? Audit sampling. Just now, what did income tax department do? Did it select the total data or just a one sample from a data? So log normal distribution may we use what? Sampling technique, wherein everyone is selected or randomly one person is selected. So it is similar to what? Audit sampling. Next. Then we have third type of distribution, clear? Third type of distribution, that is exponential distribution. Here, exponential distribution. Once I finish explaining this concept, this chapter will be over. But before moving on to next chapter, we will revise all the distributions again because they are very technical. Here we have exponential distribution. Now, what exactly do we mean by exponential distribution? It is nothing but probability. It's also called as probability distribution. Probability distribution. It is also called as probability distribution. And this is used mostly in, you can say, manufacturing industry. Here, who uses this, sir? Manufacturing industry, where products, where products uh, have consistent failure rate. Failure rate. Where products have consistent failure rate. Where products have consistent failure rate. So I'm giving, see, I'm same example. If I give everywhere, you will get confused. That is why every distribution co, I'm telling you where we can use this, possibility of where we can use this. So I told you, यहाँ पर अपना normal distribution, I gave you examples of car के showroom का sales. Next, log normal distribution, I told you, or sampling done by income tax department while selecting the income tax cases. Exponential distribution, let us say manufacturing industry में, where chances of failure are more than compared to chances of success. Where chances of failure are more than compared to chances of success. Like let us say, for example, manufacturing of a vaccine, like let us say COVID vaccine. When they started producing the COVID vaccines, they directly started manufacturing it, or they had to do research and development. Research and development may, especially with respect to new viruses or new diseases, chances of success will be more or chances of failure will be more. So can I say 1 in 1,000 chances will be there for success? Matlab, if I try 1,000 times, I will get success only once. Means I have chance of, my chance of failure is 99.9%. Chance of success is only 0.1%. That is why, so what happens in manufacturing industries, what they'll do is, using this, they will analyze data. Like let us say, for example, new virus has come. Let us say, for example, new virus has come from China. Some XYZ virus has come from China. Now what they'll do, they will see last 10 years may how many new type of diseases have come. Let us say 25 types of diseases have come. And now let us say, for example, SII. I hope everyone knows this, Serum Institute of India. Now, from last 10 years, 25 new types of diseases have come in multiple parts of the world, for which Serum Institute of India is producing vaccines. In producing these vaccines, on an average, it has taken 500 to 600 times. It has done every disease के vaccine के लिए 500 to 600 times research it had to do before finalizing what a vaccine. So what is the chance of success? 1 by 500. Chance of success is 1 in 500. So average chance, now individually if you see what is the average, individually it is 1 by 1,000. But on an average if you see 25 vaccines ka 1 in 500. Now Serum Institute will decide, should we go forward in manufacturing the vaccine or should we ignore? If they feel 1 in 500 chance is there, let them go. Because 1 in 500 chances in research and development is very less. People will keep trying for years, still they won't get success. So 1 in 500 is a good chance or a bad chance? Good chance. Better start manufacturing the vaccine, otherwise ignore. So basically, exponential distribution is done by which industry? Manufacturing industry. For what purpose? Research and development, to decide whether research and development will be success or not. If you feel the chances of success are 1 in 400, 1 in 500, 1 in 600, better go for research and development and start manufacturing. Otherwise, if you feel 1 in 10,000 chances are there, better to go for R&D or better to ignore? Better to ignore. Because if I don't do this, if I don't do this calculation using my historical data, if I don't do this mathematical calculation, if I keep investing the money from last 25 years, I'm unable to produce one vaccine. So expenses will be there, income will not be there. Business will be successful or unsuccessful. So that is why I need to perform which analysis? Exponential analysis, also called as what? Probability. So if failure rate is more than compared to success rate, better don't go for that particular product. But if chances of success are more than failure, then go for manufacturing the product. But how do I know this chances of success or failure? Directly by manufacturing or first by doing R&D? First by doing research and development. Next. Then we have fourth example. Clear? Then we have fourth example. T student distribution. Clear? T student distribution. Clear? T student distribution. So T student distribution is nothing but analyzing the data, or you can say calculating the standard deviation when sample size is very small. If sample size is very small, then I will go for what? Go for standard deviation. There are two conditions. Sample size is small plus variance is unknown. Variance is unknown. When standard deviation, when sample size is small plus variance is unknown. Now two things. Remember very carefully here. Log normal distribution and T student distribution are same. But there is only one difference. Now, log normal distribution may income tax department, I gave an example. Number of returns filed are small in number or very huge in number? Huge in number. So here can I say sample size here is very huge or very small? But T distribution may sample size is small. That is difference number one. Difference number two, यहाँ पर does income tax department know how many people के income tax returns में difference is there? No. And how much is the difference between your income tax and GST return? Does it have an idea? So here variance is known or unknown? Unknown. Here also variance is unknown. So I'll repeat, log normal distribution में sample size is large and variance is unknown. But when sample size is small and variance is unknown, I will go for what? T student distribution. Clear? So I'll repeat, when sample size is big and variance is unknown, I will go for log normal distribution. Same situation, sample size is small and variance is unknown, I will go for. So where will I apply audit sampling ka techniques? But since sample size is very less, I will verify everything T student distribution. So when data ka quantity is very less, I want to verify everything, I will go for T student. Same thing happens, same thing, but only difference is here sample size is very big. I just have to go for sample. I can't verify everything. Then it is log normal distribution. Understood? Here only I'll write here sample size. Here sample size is large plus variance is unknown. Variance is unknown. So what is the difference between log normal and T student distribution? One point is similar, one point is different. What is the difference? Sample size. Sample size is large in log normal. Sample size is large in log normal, and data ka sample size for analysis is less in T student distribution. Clear? Now, in both the cases, what is the similarity? Variance. Matlab the difference between actual and expectations is the unknown. In which case? Both the cases. So income tax department can use what? Log normal distribution. Then who uses T student distribution? Small enterprises or big enterprises? Small enterprises where the number of customers for them are huge or less. Like let us say service industry, education institutions. Education institutions, like how many students maximum to maximum in our class? In the private education institution, maximum 150 200 students. So in 150 200 students ka data I want to analyze, 150 to 200 students ka data I want to analyze, and then take a decision. Like what is the data I want to analyze? Fees collections. Fees collection ka data I have to analyze and decide which student ko I should allow to the class, which student ko I should not allow to the class. Now what happens? What will Lakshya do? Lakshya will take a list of 150 students, and every student ka it will see fees ka. Clear? It will see total fees. Like let us say for example 1 lakh. Example I'm taking. Then fees paid is, let us say, for example, 80,000, and fees due is, let us say, 20,000. Now, what is the variance they want? Variance maximum should be 10%. Maximum variance according to Lakshya should be how much? 10%. Maximum variance means this is the maximum fees which should be outstanding for a student, so that student is allowed to class. But for first student, how much is the fees due? 20%. Should this student be allowed or not allowed? Now tell, without performing this analysis, like let us say just by seeing your face, will Lakshya people come to know that how much percentage of fees is due from you? No. They know that fees is due from every student, but they have no idea कौन से student का fee due is less than or equal to 10%, कौन से student का fee due is more than 10%. Variance is known or unknown? Unknown. So what they'll do? Student 1, serial number student 1, allowed to class or not allowed to class? Not allowed to class. Student 2, again 1 lakh. Here 75,000 paid, 25,000 due. Allowed or not allowed? Student 3, 1 lakh is fees, paid is 95,000 and 5,000 is due. Allowed or disallowed? Sorry, disallowed. Allowed or not allowed? Why? Because variance is within 10% or beyond 10%. So without performing this analysis, how will Lakshya come to know? See, Lakshya know that everyone fees is due. Everyone ka fees installment is due. But they don't know whose fees installment is less than 10%, which student ka fees is more than 10% due. So variance is known or unknown? Variance means difference between your total fees and fees paid, that is due. Variance ante difference. So your variance is known or unknown? Unknown. Even in income tax department also variance is unknown. They don't know how much is the difference between sales of income tax departments and sales reported to GST department. But there are they analyzing all types of days to return filers or only some? How they are selecting? Random order mein they are selecting. But here, since the data ka quantity is very less, sample size is very less, 150 to 100 students, can I analyze every student ka data individually? So understood T student distribution what it is? So example of normal distribution, what did we take? Showroom sales, car showroom ka sales. Next, example of non-normal distribution, income tax department. Example of exponential distribution, manufacturing industry. Example of T student distribution, as the name is student, we will take education institutes into consideration. Clear? Next. Anything pending, just check and tell. Which one? F distribution. I think this is the last one. Chi square distribution, two are there, right? Okay. Now F distribution and chi square distribution. Now what exactly do we mean by F distribution? Sir, F distribution, here F distribution is used to analyze. Here F distribution is used to analyze equality of variances. Equality of variances. Clear? Equality of variances between two, clear, between two populations. Between two populations. Same again, let us take an example of education institute. Education institute. Now, this is CA inter and this is CMA inter. CA inter mein they are telling 25% is, clear, 25% is what? Variable. Variance should be how much? 25%. And here CMA students how much they told? 10% variance. Now tell. They are telling that if your fees due is 25% or less, for CA inter students they are telling that if your fees is 25% or less, you are allowed to class. But for CMA students they are telling fees due should be 10% or less, then only we are allowed. Sir, CA inter के लिए भी fees is 1 lakh, CMA inter के लिए भी fees is 1 lakh. But are they giving the same variance? Are they considering for CA CMA students or different? ఇది న్యాయమా అన్యాయమా? సామాజిక న్యాయమా అన్యాయమా? అన్యాయమా ఇది. So this should be equal or this should be equal or unequal? every type of customer should be treated equally or unequally. Every type of customer should be treated equally. Like let us say customer 1 ko I'm giving 5% discount. Customer 2 ko I'm giving 15% discount. Customer 3 ko bargaining skills are more, I'm giving 50% discount. I'm assuming that all are regular customers. All are regular customers. Even though everyone is a regular customer, some customers ko I'm giving more discount, some customers ko I'm giving less discount. In that case, if a customer finds out that, it will result into a positive goodwill for a business or negative goodwill for a business. Negative. Simple. If you come to know that Lakshya is charging 1 lakh for one student, 50,000 for second student, third student ko 75,000, fourth student ko 20,000 for CMA inter coaching, will you keep quiet? No, everyone should be treated equally. So every type of customer is treated equally or not in Lakshya Education Institution. In this case, variance is same or different? Different. This should be there or this should not be there. So they should make it equal. They should make it equal. This is called what? F distribution. F distribution means I'm comparing two types of customers. CA inter customers, CMA inter customers. For a business, you're all customers only. Customers are called as clients also for professionals. For education institutions, customers are called as students. Clear? So now tell. So what is F distribution do? F distribution is analyzing the equality of variance. What is the variance in CA inter? Fees may 25. In CMA inter, equal or not equal? Once I do this analysis, I will come to know that, okay, this is inequality. Either I should increase the variance to 25% to CMA students or decrease the variance of CA inter students by 15% to make it 10%. So that everyone is treated equally. So that goodwill can be maintained. That is called which distribution? F distribution. And then last one we have chi-square distribution. Chi-square distribution. Here, chi-square distribution. Now, what exactly is chi-square distribution? It is nothing but, here it is nothing but it is used to analyze independent variables. Independent variables. Independent variables. Independent variables which are squared, independent variables which are squared. Like what exactly do we mean by independent variables? Those variables which do not depend on others are called as independent variables. Like let us say, for example, in any company, multiple departments are there. Like let us say, for example, finance department is there, sales department is there, purchase department is there, marketing department is there, production department is there, etc., etc. Accounts department is there. Here, accounts department is there, etc., etc. Now, these are the departments in a company. Now, my question is, if marketing is not done properly, I repeat, if marketing is not done properly, will sales happen? No. Since sales do not happen, will I purchase? Will I purchase the raw materials? No. Because of which production will happen? No. So what happens? The activity, just because of marketing department, only marketing department is getting affected or all the multiple departments? Not all, more than one departments. This is called what? Independent or dependent? Dependent variables. These are called dependent variables. But sir, independent variables matlab, let us say accounts and finance. Does accounting depend on any of these things? No. Does accounting depend on any of these things? Sir, even if sales do not happen, accounting should be done. Even if I don't purchase and sell, sir, there is no purchase, there are no sales. Purchase is zero, sales is zero, but other expenses are there. Like salaries we have to pay, rent we have to pay. So what is going to happen is accounts dependent on these things or not dependent? Not dependent. Because these sales and purchase are not the only activities of a business. Many things are done. So sales and purchase are not happening. Why? Marketing is done properly or not done properly? Sir, marketing I've done. I've spent money on marketing, but marketing has not been done properly. Spend the money. Immediately what will happen? Enter into accounts. So is it dependent on any of these things or it is independent? So if I'm analyzing accounts department ka data, Then it is called what? Chi-square distribution. Understood? So I'm analyzing all departments ka data or only those departments which are unrelated to other departments, which are not related to other departments, or you can say which are not impacted by other departments. But why should I analyze accounting ka data? Let us say, for example, 40A subsection 3. Income tax, you might have studied this. It clearly says that if you have to make a payment, to a single person in a single day exceeding 10,000, you should make either by the way of account pay check or an account pay demand draft. Some rule 6DD bolke, some rule will be there, exceptions. I forget about exceptions now. I want to find out as an auditor, I want to find out those cash payments which are in excess of 10,000 in a single day. Then do I need to analyze accounts department ka data or not? How will I analyze chi-square distribution? Now, in case, see, standard deviation, how this is the mean ante average. If sir, the more number of transactions are, more than 10,000 in cash, I am far away from the standard deviation. Means disallowed expenses will be more. But let us say, for example, in case if very rarely I find out, maybe 1 or 2 out of 1 lakh transactions are above 10,000. Means am I following the rule or not following the rule? Following the rule. Since I'm following the rule, I'm nearby the mean or very far away from the mean? Nearby the mean. So standard deviation ka same concept you can apply here also. So I'll revise the distribution concept again. So listen very carefully. So distribution means deciding whether your analysis is correct or incorrect. Deciding whether your data analysis is correct or incorrect based on which concept? Statistics ka standard deviation. Now how many types of distribution are there? 2 types. What are those? Discrete distribution and continuous distribution. Sir, discrete distribution mein how many we have? Binomial, Poisson, geometric and hypergeometric. Now, in which case, here now, who will tell me that how many events can occur? How many things you can do as a business during a given time period? Like example, how many units of cars you can sell in 1 month? That is 1 month is a time period. How many things you can do? Sale is an event only, right? So how many units you can sell, which is an event during 1 month? Who will tell that? Poisson distribution. How many times you will be able to sell 100 cars? How many times you will not be able to sell 100 cars? 12 months are there. How many months may you will be able to sell 100 cars? How many months may you will not be able to sell 100 cars? Success, failure, who will tell? Binomial distribution. Next. I gave you a target. First time I'm giving you a target of 300 cars. Till now, I've been selling 100 cars per month. But since I feel that you are good enough, first time I'm giving you 300 cars ka target. First time only success will be there or not? Who will tell? Geometric distribution. How many times you will sell 300 cars every month? That who will tell? Hypergeometric distribution. Here standard deviation ka concept is not required for us. This is a simple concept. Where standard deviation ka concept is required? Continuous distribution. Continuous distribution mein how many we have? Normal distribution, log normal distribution, exponential distribution, t student distribution, f distribution, chi-square distribution. Now, all these distributions are based on what? Standard deviation. Standard deviation mein center point is called mean. If I'm nearby the mean, it means chance of success are more. If I'm far away from the mean, chances of success are less. So if I'm nearby the mean, should I invest more money or should I divest my money? Invest. If I'm nearby the mean, chance of success is more, invest. If I'm far away from the mean, means my actuals are very less than compared to my high expectations. I'm far away from the mean. Invest or remove your investment. Remove the investment means divestment. So normal distribution will tell me, what will normal distribution tell me? How many times I will be nearby the mean? How many times I will be far away from the mean? Next. Then who uses normal distribution? Example, which area we can use? Sales. We have taken example of कौन से area का sales? Cars manufacturing का we have taken. You can take any sales. Next, then comes log normal distribution. Then comes log normal distribution. Log normal distribution may data is in huge quantity or less quantity. Variance is known or unknown. T-student distribution may data is huge or less. Sample size is less and variance is also unknown. So where will I go for sampling randomly? I will select a sample. Where I will, in which case I will verify all the sample. Education institution can follow where number of students are less can follow T-student distribution. But income tax department, GST department, where data is very huge, they can follow log normal distribution. Clear? What is the possibility of failure? I'm not analyzing the possibility of success. Till now, all the concepts we have seen possibility of success. But if I want to know the possibility of failure, percentage chance in a failure, then I will go for example I've taken manufacturing industry who does research and development. Then comes F distribution. F distribution is used for what? Checking whether two types of data what I'm analyzing are equal or not. Variance is equal or not. If variance is not equal, try to make it equal. Then comes chi-square distribution. It is used to analyze what type of data? Data which is independent of other things or dependent on other things? Independent of other things. Understood the types of distributions? So with this, we completed chapter number 2. Data cleaning did we complete? Just check once. Data cleaning completed, right? So with this, we completed chapter number 2. Can you tell me the name of chapter number 3? Data presentation. Chapter number 3, data presentation. Chapter number 3, data, very small chapter and very easy chapter. Data presentation. Clear? Data presentation. Clear? Now chapter number 3, data presentation. So data presentation may we have only two concepts. Only one concept, data visualization. Here I repeat, we have only one concept here. One concept may multiple questions are there. Data visualization. Also called as what? Data visualization. Data visualization. Also called as what? Data visualization. Here, data visualization. Now question comes, what exactly is data visualization? So data visualization means presenting the data in an understandable format. Data visualization means presenting data in understandable format. Which format? Understandable format. Clear? Understandable format. I repeat, I'm presenting the data in an understandable format. That is called what? That is called as data visualization. That is called what? Data visualization. So data visualization can be in the form of graphs also, diagrams also, charts also, anything. It can be either in the form of graphs, charts, diagrams, tables, etc. Clear? So I can present my data. I can present my data in the form of graphs also, charts also, diagrams also, tables also, etc. etc. Clear? Now our focus first will be only on two things. We have charts and tables. Big concept we have charts, small concept we have tables. Clear? So now let us see charts. Heading should be charts. Charts is what? Normal presentation or diagrammatic presentation? It is diagrammatic presentation of data. Diagrammatic presentation of data. Here, diagrammatic presentation of data is called what? Is called as charts. Clear? Now, first one we have is bar chart. Here, first one we have is bar chart. We have multiple types of charts. What is the first one? Bar charts. Clear? And bar chart ko, this is very important for MCQ. Most used form of DV. DV ante data visualization technique. Clear? So bar chart is the most used form of data visualization technique. Why, sir? To easily compare data. To easily compare data into categories. Clear? I want to compare the data, then I can use what? I can use which chart? Bar chart. Example, sir, I want to know, like soft drink industry may, I want to know which company is having the highest sales and which company is having the lowest sales. Like example I have here, I will take it here. This is the bar chart. This is how bar chart looks. I hope everyone knows this. So who is having the highest market share here? Coca-Cola. How much percentage? 70%. This I'm talking from US point of view. India mein Thumbs Up is having the highest market share. Who is the second one? Pepsi, around 45%. Then Coke Zero, around 40%. Pepsi Max, somewhere around 40%. This is called which chart? This is called as pie chart. Pie chart or bar chart? Bar chart. So bar chart is used for what purpose, sir? Comparing the data. What did I just compare here? We are comparing what? We are comparing market share. We are comparing market share of which industry? Of soft drink industry. You need not draw these things in notes. When I share the notes, these things will be there in your notes. You can take a printout later on. Clear? So I can compare anything, but I have compared what? Market share. You can compare sales also. You can compare profits also. You can compare market value of a business also, or the company ka share price also. Anything you can compare. This is called which chart? Bar chart. Now second one. Clear? Now the second type of chart what we have is line chart. Clear? Second type of chart what we have is line chart. Now what is a line chart? It's like displays various data points. It displays what? Various data points. It displays various data points. Here it displays what? Various data points. Example, like have you seen when you see cricket, when you see the cricket match, here when you see the cricket match, they will show, let us say for example, blue color India. Like India and Pakistan ka match is going on. They will go something like this. यहाँ पर एक wicket गया, then score increased, then wicket गया, score decreased, then wicket गया, score increased, wicket गया, score decreased, and wicket गया, score increased. ये किसका wicket गया? किसका तो भी wicket गया जब score increase होता. So like this. And now green color मतलब obviously Pakistan. Wicket गया, score नीचे गया, wicket गया, score नीचे गया, wicket गया, score ऊपर गया, wicket 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 wicket, score नीचे गया, खत्म. This is called which chart? This is called as line chart. This is called as which chart? Line chart. खत्म. ऊपर आइच नहीं होगा, नीचे जा रहे. And these are not wickets. These are the bombs thrown by Pakistani players on Indian players. So this is called which chart? Line chart. It verifies what? Different data points. Example, sir, you can say score. Green nakku. Red. Pakistan also when we play, danger will be there. So cricket match analysis. Cricket match analysis is an example of which chart? Line chart. Next we have pie chart. Then we have third one, pie chart. Here, then we have pie chart. Here, then we have which chart? Pie chart. Pie chart may let us say, for example, it will be something circle. A circle kahan hai? Circle. अब सर्कल में लेट अस से स्टूडेंट मार्क्स, स्टूडेंट मार्क्स, मार्क्स का पाई चार्ट, मैथ्स, సైన్స్, ఫిజిక్స్ సైన్స్ లోనే వస్తుందిరా, సోషల్, హిందీ or Telugu, and then English. Clear? Like let us say this is your marks, Hindi or Telugu. This is your English marks. English. Let us say this is 50%, this is 40%. And then this is maths. This is science. ఎక్కువ ఇంట్రెస్ట్ ఉంటుంది మనకి. Science and social. This is 1%. Zero na? మళ్ళీ తీసేసా మ్యాథ్స్ కి. సైన్స్ అండ్ సోషల్, మ్యాథ్స్ లేనే లేదు దీనిలో. సో సైన్స్ में you let us say for example 9 and social में 1%. Total 100%. Where is maths? This is maths. 0 marks you got, right? This is called which chart? This is called pie chart. What will pie chart show? Same data it will show in the form of circular presentation. It shows what? Circular presentation of data. Clear? Circular presentation of data. Clear? Circular presentation of data is called what? Pie chart. Then we have fourth one, map. Don't draw these things. You draw on your own in exam. And don't take that, oh, क्या बोलते उसको, गोल गोल वाला कंपास का, अपने को प्रोट्रैक्टर को पहले ऐसे लगाओ, नीचे से फिर ऐसा मारो, सर्कल हो जाता. Or else take one coin and use the bottle cap. Which bottle? Water bottle. Scotch. Scotch Brite అంటున్నావా? ఇప్పుడే బాటిల్. వెరీ గుడ్. సో నౌ రే హీస్ టాకింగ్ అబౌట్ జ్యూస్ బాటిల్. అర్జుడు వాటర్ బాటిల్, వాటర్ ఉందా అర్జుడు? సో నౌ fourth one is map. Here fourth one is map. Sir, what will map show? It will nothing but it is used for display. It will use for display of location. It is used for what? Display of location. Here it is used for what? Display of location. Have you seen world map? World is there on earth. Earth is round. World map అయిపోయింది కదా. World map. ఇట్రారా నువ్వు. This is world map. Where is India? Here, South India. This is South India. So this is called what? Snake కాదురా. నీ గురించి మాట్లాడుతున్నామో. స్నేక్ అంట. నాకు పంచమికి ఇస్తాను మీకు మిల్క్. Next we have fifth point, density map. Here density. రే నువ్వు నవ్వుతున్నావు తగ్గుతున్నావు అర్థం కావట్లేదు. నీ పేరేంది? నువ్వే నీ పేరు తీసుకుంటే మైక్ ఖరాబ్ అవుతుంది. పేరు చెప్పకు. నువ్వే చెప్పురా పేరు. నీ పేరేంది? సూర్య? ఆలుగడ్డనా? అరే నీ పేర్రా. What is your name? Okay, Telugu. तेरा नाम क्या है? नहीं. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹೆಸರು ಏನು? ಕನ್ನಡ. Vishwanath. Okay. Now Vishwanath, right? Don't write your name. Now density map, and let us say this is Hyderabad ka map. Hyderabad map. the person checking your answer sheet, will you think that fellow will go to Google and check whether this is Hyderabad map? This is Hyderabad map. Na ishtam, meekenduk custom. Clear? This is map. अब now यहाँ पर now density map मतलब I want to know कौन से एरिया में students will be more, कौन से एरिया में students will be less. This is SR नगर. ओए मारा, उसको मार रहे पकड़ के. This is SR नगर area. यहाँ पर students are more or less. Students are more. Like latest అమీర్పేట నీకు ఎందుకురా, నువ్వు ఎక్కడున్నావు? ఎస్ఆర్ నగర్ కదా నీకు, అమీర్పేట్, బేగంపేట్, చామరాజ్పేట్ ఎందుకురా నీకు? తెరా పేట్ అయినా బసే. And this is Banjara Hills. Only one student, rich kids. Example, you decide. Now this is tank band. Ha, దీనిలో ముంచి సావు నువ్వు. This is tank band. Here this is tank band. రిజల్ట్ వచ్చినప్పుడు నువ్వు ఇక్కడ ఉంటావు. ఓకే, మనోడు తగ్గేదే లేదు. ఒక పని చేస్తాను రా, మొత్తం ఏరియా చెప్పండి, ఇక్కడ జియోగ్రఫీ రాస్తాను. ఓకే, సో వాట్ విల్ డెన్సిటీ మ్యాప్? అండర్స్టూడ్. డెన్సిటీ మ్యాప్ విల్ టెల్ వాట్? డెన్సిటీ మ్యాప్ విల్ టెల్ యూ ది డెన్సిటీ ఆఫ్ data. Example, what is more in India? Very good, ఇది మనకు తెలుసు. India had to become the most populated country by 2035 and surpass China. But thanks to COVID lockdown, it has now become 2025, 10 years. It's not already, that is a fake news. Still 7 crores ka difference is there. Just 2-3 months. Will become. So this is called what? Density map. Density of data. Like let us say, for example, population. If I want to start, see, density map is important for business. Why? If I want to start a education institute where the students ka population is more, SR Nagar area. So based on this, I will take my decision. Like if I want to start a 5-star hotel, population, that type of population will be more in Banjara Hills and Jubilee Hills. I will start a 5-star hotel that side. I want to start a small self-service restaurant for office going people. I will start in Gachibowli, Financial District, Madhapur area. So if I want to find out where exactly the population is more, based on that I will take a decision what business to start, where to start. For that purpose, what is important? Density map is important. In our case, I have taken an example of population to start a business, because type of population is also very important. If I start, see, without analyzing the density, if I start a 5-star hotel in SR Nagar, success or failure? If I start a chai ki bandi in Banjara Hills, success or failure? Failure. If I start an education institute in LB Nagar, success or failure? Failure. Chances of failure are more than compared to chances of success. That is why density map is very important to analyze what? The density of customers in a particular area. Clear? Next, number 6. Clear? Number 6, scatter plots. Scatter plots. Here, scatter plots. This is used to examine. Here, this is used to examine. Here, this is used to examine connection between variables. Connection between variables. It is used to examine connection between variables. Clear? I repeat. What is scatter plot used for? It is used for connection between variables, and these variables are normal variables or unique variables. These variables should be unique. Like when, let us say, for example, when a particular, in a cricket match, when a particular bowler is bowling, they will show some dots like this. Color ke dots will come. Like let us say blue color dots will come. Like this, they will show some dots. Blue color dots matlab, let us say 1 run. Blue color, let us say 1 run. Red color matlab dot balls or wickets. మీ ఇష్టం, మీరేమని చేసుకోండి. రెడ్ కలర్ మతలబ్ వికెట్స్. లైక్ లెట్ us say, for example, orange color మతలబ్ 6, your wish. Then green color means 4. Like this, will they show some data or not? That color you decide. Color is different in cricket match, color is different in your case, whatever it is. So basically in sports, especially in cricket matches, they use which plots? Scatter plots. They use scatter plots. So scatter plots where circles are there or small dots are there. Same dots ko if I want to present in the form of circles, like let us say same thing I want to present in the form of circles, then it will become bubble chart. Then it will become what? Bubble chart. Same thing. I repeat, same thing I am telling in the form of what? In the form of dots or circles. That circles may, if I show the same data, if I show in the form of circles, it will become what? It will become bubble chart. So what is the next one? Seventh one is bubble chart. Bubble chart. Bubble chart. So bubble chart mein what happens? Data is shown in small dots, or its same data is shown in the form of circles. Simple. Data data is presented data is presented in the form of circles. Clear? Form of circles. Same thing. Sir, what is the difference between scatter plot and bubble chart? Scatter plot mein I'll show multiple small dots, but same data ko rather than using dots, which might be difficult to analyze for some people like me, it will be difficult to analyze for people like me who wear specs or old age people, those who can't analyze small dots. For them, what happens? Same data I will present in the form of circles. That is called which chart? Bubble chart. Clear? Next. Then we have histogram. Then we have histogram. Clear? Histogram. Sir, what histogram matlab? It is nothing but distribution of data. Distribution of data. Clear? Distribution of data among groups. If I want to distribute the data into groups, then it is called what? Histogram. Histogram is like what? It's like a bar chart only. But bar chart may all are connected to each other or different from each other? Connected to each other. Like I have one small image I'll share here. Now, this is an example. Now, is there a little gap between two bars in a bar chart? But is there a gap between bars in a histogram? No. If that gap is not there, then it is called as. If gap is there, then it is called as. But don't write about this gap analysis in exam. What notes I have given, that you write. Clear? This is an example of histogram. Histogram mein what is happening? Histogram mein do you have any gap between the things, or do you have no gap between the individual bars? You don't have gap between multiple bars. This is called what? Histogram. So what is the difference between bar chart? Bar chart is there and histogram is there. Bar chart mein gap is there between bars, and here no gap between bars. Here rest everything remains same. How you analyze a bar chart, in the same way you have to analyze a histogram also. Clear? Balance we will continue in tomorrow's class. Tomorrow's class may I'll finish this chapter, small chapter, and if time permits, I will start with last chapter, chapter 4. We have only 4 chapters.